Welcome to Baker Makes It, where in this video we are going to be taking this camper and putting all the trim on. So we're going to start with this and finish with this. You'll also notice we have the rock guards on. So in this video we're going to go through the process of cleaning and installing all of the molding, and then also taking apart the rock guards, painting them, replacing some hardware, and getting them back on. Now this trim looks like this. It's just a snap-on cover for all of the screw channels that hold the sheet metal on. We replaced all the screws before we painted this whole thing, and now we're going to get these covers back on to give it a little bit more of a finished look. The problem is these covers, they have a brushed finish on them, and when this was painted before I owned it, there's paint all over these, and I've experimented with different ways to get it off, from using Scotch-Brite pads, like a handheld thing, like something like this, in varying grits, if you will. They have a coarse one, they have a medium one, fine. Tried all that. Nothing really takes it off without just an unbelievable amount of elbow grease. I've tried scrapers, I've tried all kinds of stuff, but there's a lot of little ridges in here. I don't know how well you'll be able to see this, but there's a lot of little ridges in there, and it's very hard to get in there. So I've been experimenting with this for a while. I've been working on a lot of the little pieces to kind of get the process down. And what I've landed on is using this behind me here, which is something called a belt grinder. This is something I have access to at work. I just ordered a whole bunch of different kinds of belts to try with this thing, and it's working, but it's working slowly. So I want to show you guys kind of the process, what we're doing here, and then I'm just going to get to it. There's going to be probably 4 or 5 days worth of grinding to get all this clean. But this is a kind of a finishing touch on this, and I want it to look good. So I'll show you what we're working with. All right, this is a belt grinder. This is an Ameribraid unit. This is an awesome little machine if you've never used one of these. We bought this a while ago for prepping and finishing at work, and it's been super helpful. You can get these belts, which are called surface conditioning belts, and they come in varying degrees of coarseness. And so this one is like a super coarse. It's this kind of orange color. These are all a little worn out right now from using them. The gray is like a super fine, and then the red's kind of somewhere in between. And you can see just in doing this pile of little ones and a few other pieces, you can see like the wear lines on the edges. I have to do a lot of edge work with this, and they just get worn out very quickly. So unfortunately, I think I'm gonna burn through a lot of belts here, but time-wise, this is gonna be the cheapest way to do it, I think. So we're just going through, and we're starting with the coarse one, stripping the paint off, and then hop into the medium one to clean up some of the roughness, and then the fine one. So I've just been kind of doing them in batches. That's easy with these little guys, but we have some big ones that are going to be a little harder. These are going to be really awkward to do just because of the size, but you can see just lots of paint. There's mold and mildew from sitting outside for ages. So we got to get all that cleaned off before we can put them back on. So now we're just gonna start grinding. I'm doing this a couple hours at a time because it's kind of mind-numbing and it's just the same thing forever. So I'll set up the tripod, show you guys a little bit of the process, but it's super boring. So give you just a quick montage here of some different shots, and then we'll get these things on once they're all cleaned up. Quickly running out of daylight, but we've got all the trims back at my place, and we're going to start getting some of them on. It's going to be a little hard. I made a little diagram of what numbers go where, and I numbered them, but a lot of the numbers have faded, so I think there's going to be a little bit of problem solving here. My plan is to use a combination of a rubber mallet and a dead blow hammer, which is just a sand-filled mallet, to just gently tap these on. A few of them are cracked or have cuts in them, so I'm going to be as gentle as I can. I'm also going to leave off the ones that are on the curves up here because I have a little bit of wood that I need to replace inside, and I may have to take some screws off from the outside. So we'll see how far we can get. Next up, I've got the panels for our rock guards disassembled. I took the fiberglass out, I scrubbed them really well. I'm gonna hit these with a coat, or a couple coats of epoxy primer. I'm hoping I can lay it on thick enough that I'll be able to just go straight to base coat, clear coat. Worst case, I'll have to sand these in between. I'm not trying to get these perfect. They're very rough. They have exposed fiberglass. That's kind of how they were. So the goal here is just to get enough primer on them that it smooths it out a little, and then we'll get some color on here, and then we can put them all back together and get them on the camper. All right, we've got all these primed, and this epoxy primer did a very good job of just trapping the fibers in here. You can see it's extremely rough still, but the goal here was to put enough on that we might be able to sand it. I've never done this before, but I just played around. It's been about 2 hours since I sprayed this. I just lightly sanded with some 320 grit on these top layers, and it is so much smoother to the touch. So I'm feeling really good about that. It's a little tacky still, so we're gonna let this dry maybe another half hour. But I think we're gonna be able to just extremely lightly sand this and then go right to our base coat, clear coat. And it should be at least a slight improvement over just going how it is now. All right, after the light sanding and 3 coats of color, this is where we are at. They are far from perfect. You can still see a lot of the fibers, but considering what we started with, I'm pretty good with this. I think we got a pretty good coverage. I learned a lot spraying the camper in terms of making sure I have enough, so I'm hoping we got it here. So next up is clear coat. I'm gonna do 2 medium coats of clear, and then these should be good to go. All right, 2 coats of clear coat are on. We've got a nice shine on these. You know, it's not as smooth as like a normal painted surface, but considering what these started as, these turned out really, really nice. I'm headed out of town for a trip, so we're just gonna let these sit here and cure for a while, and we'll come back and put them all back together. Okay, we're back in the garage. We're gonna try to get these pieces all put back together. I just wanted to show you guys one thing I did. This isn't the cleanest the way I cut these off, but I removed these old rib nuts on here, put brand new ones on, and I've got new wing nuts coming, which are what hold this up. These also have a little spring-loaded pin mechanism. The spring is not the best in this, but I think it'll work. In all 4 of the others, it actually works pretty well. That's what holds it down. The rib nuts are what hold it up. And then these also get riveted onto the sides. It's boring, but it's my life. So we're gonna try to put this together. This is gonna be interesting because there's some aluminum screws. A couple were missing or damaged, so I may just replace them with self-tappers. We'll see. But basically we're gonna put the end on. We'll slide a panel in, divider, panel, end, and then we'll see about getting one of these hung, and hopefully it works. here's the Rambler with rock guards and trim installed. Really made a big difference just finishing it off. There's a lot that's not perfect here, and not everything went on exactly how it was. The seam sealer that I had made it hard to get a few spots to grab, and so I may eventually add some screws on a couple loose spots just so they don't come off driving down the road. But really, this is starting to look like a nice finished product here. So with all that on, I have a lot of little stuff left here. I've got a list here with about 1 million things, and this is my pre-installation list. It's a lot of exterior stuff and a few interior things before we can get this thing spray foamed. So we can check off our rock guards, we can check off our trim, which is great. We still have probably a dozen or more things left on here. So now that I've gotten through a difficult project, I think I am going to move towards some easier ones. And so the next video is going to be a lot of small tasks, and just get through a lot of these little things that need to be done. And then in upcoming videos, we've got some solar panels to install. I decided to go a little bit bigger on the solar than I originally planned. So we've got 800 watts of solar we're going to be putting on the roof of this thing. And just getting that pre-wired so that when we do insulate, I at least know where that's coming through. We're also going to figure out where the AC and the roof vents are going to go. It's just a bunch of little stuff. We've got electrical and plumbing hookups on the outside, and so I'm just going to start chipping away at that in the upcoming videos here, and with the goal of still trying to get this insulated by the spring so that I can build out the inside in the spring and beginning of the summer of next year. So fingers crossed, there's a lot left to do, but appreciate you guys following along, and I should be back with another video much sooner than this one. Thanks, everyone.